All right, everybody, we are here for the wrap-up portion of Farley Con. I wanted to start off with a poster. One of our favorite vendors, Rock City Comics, his daughter is working on animation. So this is a poster that she made.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. She's working on, what was it, a book?
I guess. I don't remember what form it's going to take. But yeah, she's working on a story.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, I just always feel like you should take the time to support other people in their endeavors, especially the youth, because he said she's 14. So if she keeps at it, you know, I just feel like everyone needs a creative outlet.
Yeah.
Everyone deserves to express themselves, and some people just happen to be very good at it. So.
It's really cool. It sounds like a cool concept too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I don't know how much we can actually say because, like I said, she's 14, so it's a ways away. But you know, support her and have her keep at it, and one day it'll be something. So Jessica, I figured we'd just show up a little here's how many books I got. Right? Not bad, right? Not bad. Right? Not bad. Right? This is pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's a sizable haul.
It is. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. It's going to be hard to beat, hard to top. I got to toot my own horn or anything. That pile is bigger than your face.
I know.
So.
You can cover up my face now.
Basically. So I feel like you should probably start us.
Maybe. Okay. Which do I start? I think I'm missing something.
I tried to get everything, but you see.
It was separated.
Well, I can time out, cut this out, and you can just tell me what it was. Time in. So we were sitting here like, okay, what's Jessica missing? You guys remember My Mighty Stack? This, half the stack.
Oh gosh.
Is actually hers. End with that though, because we'll go by booths.
Okay. So if we're going by booths, then I need to start with Why So Serious.
Okay, Why So Serious? Our boys. Excuse the cars, if you're new here.
So I don't know if I should give any backstory or.
Sure.
So when did I say it was? At least a couple years ago now. I was looking through I remember looking through Image, Boom, a bunch of different stuff.
Jessica's like, I'm a hipster. I don't want to read Marvel or DC.
I wanted to read some new comics, and some of them weren't even new, but half of them I couldn't even find. But one of those was Boom Studios, The Woods, and I've been interested in that for a while. And then I also noticed who wrote it. He co-wrote with Scott Snyder on Batman New 52. He wrote some of the Justice League New Justice. He wrote the new Batman's coming out, the ongoing series.
Punchline. That's him. He wrote that.
There was something else. Justice League Dark. I knew I'd noticed his name, but yeah, he wrote this. And I was reading about it again that day, and yesterday.
As of the recording, it was yesterday.
And it was saying that, you know, he was Scott Snyder's protege, and that if you like Scott Snyder, you're going to like his stuff, which I'd already read some of it. Not this, but his other stuff. And then also, specifically about this, was that it made people think of Stephen King. But anyway, so I saw this, and I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. And then I noticed, this is number 1, by the way, number 1. And then I noticed they had 1 through 26. 1 through 26. I don't know if you want to show them off. You don't have to.
Just getting the fan.
Yeah, 26 comics. And one of the best parts was that, well, okay, there's only 36 of them though. That's it.
Yeah, there's only 36.
So, but one of the best parts was that they had a 2 for $1 sale. So I was like, I think I'm spending my budget on this. And he gave me a deal too. I basically got some free.
You got like 6 for it or something like
Yeah.
that.
So 26 comics. You don't have to show them all off if you don't want to.
I was just doing it while you were telling your story.
I mean, that's pretty much it.
Alright, well, that's
But,
the only thing we
yeah.
got from Why So Serious.
Did you not get anything?
I was broke as a joke by the time we went to tell them bye.
But yeah,
They had some. They had one book in their $10 bin that if I didn't find anything else, I was gonna snag. But they'll probably have it next time. So it may be what I get at Kusacon.
yeah. But yeah, no, this was pretty cool. I couldn't believe it. 26 all 26. And then I'm only missing 10.
You are only missing 10.
It's like I couldn't pass it up. I don't know. I mean, it sounded like something I would like. And I know I like Scott Snyder, and what I've read of like Justice League and stuff, I liked. What is his name? Tinian? James
He's
Tinian
a Tyrion.
Oh yeah, Tyrion. He's
Yeah.
a Lannister.
He's a Lannister. At some
Speaking
point
of-
it started going out of focus. We'll get to that. You have to say that for last, I
I'm
already
so
said.
blurry.
You're blurry,
is
but the
it?
comics aren't.
Stop sniffing the comics.
What did they put in these sleeves?
I know. She's like over here sniffing. I'm like, what is that?
Okay.
I can't help it. They're touching you because you decided to lay there.
I guess we'll move on to the next booth. So I'll go next.
Okay.
I didn't get anything from Why So Serious. But I did get something from the spinner rack.
What?
Yeah, I know. I dug and I dug and I dug. Huh?
Yeah. I was saying, Elizabeth.
Oh. And I'm keeping my Forever People run going. This is Forever People number 3. You know, I don't know what DC is going to end up doing with the New Gods and the Forever People and totally not the Eternals. But this is a beat up copy, but it was $2. And right now I'm just going for the books. I'm not going for 9.8s. So this is first appearance of the Justifiers, which are Darkseid's mercenaries. And, sorry, Jessica, I didn't mean to be so boring. And then we have the Glorious Godfrey, which I don't remember his thing, but he's in here and you know he does stuff. I guess I assume he does stuff. I flipped through it, but I don't have book 2, so I didn't read it. I read book 1 though. Where are we going next?
I guess, Rock City.
Okay.
That's my next thing.
Yeah, we blinked, but it has been a long time.
bought stuff from 3 booths.
I think I only bought stuff
I just
from
got
4.
a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
So from Rock City Comics, so I feel like I'd heard of this before, but I'm not for sure.
You
But
probably
I know
had.
I've heard of, is it Gaiman?
I'm not sure how it's
Neil
pronounced.
Gaiman. I've heard of his name a few times, and he writes the Sandman series and stuff like
What
that.
book
created
did I
that.
have where you were like, oh, he writes Sandman?
I don't know. You had it since you were a kid. It's whatever. book that
Mr.
is.
Hero.
Whatever that
Yeah.
is. You had it since you were. We
Mr.
found
Hero.
out not that long ago, like a month ago.
Yep.
That
I had
same
no
person.
idea.
Anyway, he writes books and stuff too, but yeah, he does the Sandman universe stuff.
He seems like he does like non-continuity stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's his
But-
specialty.
I Googled this because I saw they had 1,
I'm just gonna keep going. You keep talking.
2. They basically have. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
No.
7, 8.
There you go.
So only one. It's only an 8 series.
8-issue miniseries.
Yeah. And what?
I was gonna give a blurb about it. I don't know if you were.
You go ahead.
The idea is it says 1602, despite to me looking like it says Sodai. Because it's
Because it's backwards.
reflective.
It's like, what are you-
It takes place, I assume, in the year 1602.
Elizabethan.
It takes place during Shakespeare.
Yeah, during that era. But it's superhero. It's Marvel.
Yeah, it's like all the superheroes are set in a Shakespeare play.
Yeah, so it sounded really interesting. And I'm like, 8? And they were $1.
Right then,
Okay.
I caught it. Yeah,
So they were $1 each. And it wasn't
excuse
bad at
that
all.
weird cut.
And didn't you buy something too?
I got
And he
2 books.
gave us a deal too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I'm only missing 1 But I was like, why not? I was just going to get the first one, but Wesley said go ahead and get them all. Even though I was already over my budget after the other thing.
Because here's the thing, okay? You pick up one comic, he says, oh, $1. You pick up 7 comics, he says, oh, $5.
True.
You see what I'm saying here? You see, she said,
Yeah,
let me get the first one, and if I like it, we can get more. I'm like,
yeah, he gave us a deal, which was pretty cool. So I'm only missing one of these now, and it sounds like a really cool book.
yeah.
That's what happened. None of these were planned on getting, like.
No,
I
I
just went
can
and found
I can
stuff.
confirm that. So this is a part of the 03 Titans. This is issue number 2. This is kind of, I don't know. I completed the Marv Wolfman run, the 1980 run. So now I'm just picking up the 1984 run and the 03 run, just kind of randomly. I have issue 3, needed issue 2, so he had that. And then he said that he brought this just for me. So I was like, yes. He's kind of my Teen Titans buddy. So it's Convergence. It's refreshing. You know, everyone knows Marvel. I'm personally, I was a Marvel kid growing up. I don't necessarily care for Marvel now outside of Ghost Rider and Daredevil. But I love me some Teen Titans. So it's a common ground. Anytime you have a common ground with a vendor, it just makes it so much sweeter buying books from there. Like, I love buying my ROMs from Why So Serious. I love buying my Titan stuff from Rock City Comics. Just that kind of common ground just makes it all the better. So I will go to Shane and Dustin now.
Oh, yeah.
So we're telling everybody bye. So I'm sitting there talking to Shane and Dustin. This guy flips through, he's flipping through, girl. She does not care about our comics. This guy comes up and he's flipping through Shane and Dustin's $5 bin, and I just see the heavens. Like, if you've seen Pulp Fiction and they open up the briefcase, he's like, Jules, we good? He's just blinded. Jules, we good? Are we happy? We happy? We happy.
We happy? Vincent! We happy?
Yeah, we happy. Look.
So, I see this just glaring at me, just shining. A whole bin to the left of me. Just out of the corner of my eye. I mean, like, this dude's flipping. I'm like, wait.
I know.
I saw Red Ranger.
It really was just all of a sudden, you were talking to Shane and Dustin, and I was either talking to Adam or listening or something, and then all of a sudden you start flipping through where that person was.
I know. So while
What did I miss?
While I'm in there, I see this. And don't get me wrong, it is beat. There's like a nice spine roll. So, you know, the back starts like a whole foot to the other side. But they basically did 2 for $5. Justice League 15. Justice League 15. 15. And Red Ranger
Shane and Dustin
foil.
are really nice. Everybody's really nice.
Yeah, everybody really is nice.
We didn't even ask for deals.
No. They're just all great people. So now, last but certainly not least,
I need to go first. So, Black Warrior Comics. Yeah, Black
Tim,
Warrior Comics.
he's
they're
becoming
really
a bud
nice
of
too.
ours.
So I was flipping through there because he had a short box that had a yellow sticker, and it said yellow stickers were $2 each. And then in there I saw George R.R. Martin's The Hedge Knight. And this actually takes place a century before the Song of Ice. Is it Song? It's Song of Ice and Fire. Fire and Ice. Song of Fire and Ice series. So it takes place before Game of Thrones. But it sounds really interesting. And then he was actually telling me about it because he read it, and then was telling me that
I just had my book just sitting there.
tell me that
Maybe I blocked it. I don't know.
you can always put something over it while you're editing it. Ma'am, did you see this?
I was reading.
She made the book better.
I sat down on the bed and was flipping through the book I'm about to show you guys, and I just had the rest of the comics just kind of sitting on the bed. Elizabeth jumps up specifically onto the pile of comics. You remember we were like, Elizabeth, oh my gosh.
Well, that's what she did in my lap. Anyway, yeah, he was telling me about it and told me that this night was also mentioned during the series and stuff too. So I thought it was pretty cool and it sounds really interesting. So I said, why not? $2. But then
we ended up getting it for free.
Yeah, you'll see why in a second.
So
thank you.
The book that I got, I don't know if you guys could see it or not.
Oh yeah, this is also, I don't know if they could tell, it's a trade paperback.
It's a thick boy.
It's not just one comic, it's a
collection, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was just a
graphic
one.
novel.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like a graphic novel.
Maybe a graphic novel. Either way, it's not just, a small
thick boy.
comic.
So, last but certainly not least.
Swamp was half of his stack.
Yeah, really. Is the Uncanny X-Men 266.
Woo!
First appearance of Gambit. Depending on what you believe. But we won't get into that today because I don't have the time for that. So the deal with this is I wasn't planning on getting this. I really wasn't. I was flipping through. It was in that clip. This wasn't in the clip, but in one of the last clips, I'm flipping through his stuff, and he's the one that had the Iron Man 16 for $16.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to hold this up. And this was in here, a third off. And the price that it was, I was like, I didn't know you could get this book for that price. Which, I don't keep up with it. I wasn't on the hunt for it. But it is very, not fulfilling. It is very symbolic. Like the circle has come all the way around because our first episode was not Why So Serious, What If Comics out in Rome. And when he was having his going away sale, one of the keys in there was first Gambit. Justin, I don't know if you'll remember that or not, but one of the keys he had was first Gambit. And I really was tempted to pull the trigger because it was like 20% off, 40% off, 60% off. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, oh gosh, are you okay? I stabbed her.
So that's kind of what started my curiosity for that book. It wasn't even necessarily Gambit, which, don't get me wrong, I did watch the X-Men movie where Gambit's in it. Of course, nobody likes that movie, but Gambit seemed cool enough. But I didn't have a super interest in him. But after, I don't even know if it's on that episode or not. I don't know if you got a shot of it or not.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I'd have to go back and check.
I
But
remember you talking about it though.
This book is now.
Forgotten about it.
This book is now oddly nostalgic because of our first episode. Even though I have no attachment to this book, other than the fact that it was the key in our very first episode, and neither one of us got it.
No.
So, just weirdly symbolic. And I didn't think you could get it for this price. But now, don't get me wrong. I did flip through it. There is a tear, maybe like right here. Maybe. And you probably won't be able to see it. But the big issue is right there. Don't worry, it has a matching twin to go with it right about there. But outside of that, I mean, look at it. You wouldn't know. The astute eye may see that, but the non-astute eye just sees an amazing cover. So, that's our haul. I'm happy with it.
I am too.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
I only got 5 books.
I went in, well, like I usually go in. Not really gonna buy anything
Here, let me
specific.
reset this. Let me
Okay.
reset this. Alright, I don't know what the last thing we said was before we killed the clip, but I think we're going to the wrap-up portion, right?
Yes,
Just
I
finish
was
the haul.
talking about how, I know before sometimes I would go in, I know the first Farley Con I was like, oh, I want to find all this Spider-Gwen stuff. But then was disappointed when I didn't really find Spider-Gwen. But I found a bunch of 50-cent comics. That was the first Farley Con. I found a bunch of 50-cent comics.
Mm-hmm.
So I stopped going
insane.
into cons thinking I wanted something specific because I can usually find something anyway that I like. And just so happened I did. I didn't expect to find any of those, especially 26 issues of a comic and then 7 issues of another. They just sounded interesting, and I already knew about the Woods. I have seen them like every time we went to Epicos and flipped through their bins and stuff. I have seen the Woods, but didn't ever buy it because I couldn't ever find number 1. Then there you go, 1 through 26. So anyway, but yeah.
Well, I'll say this about the cons around us. They are amazing.
They are.
But Jessica and I have talked in great detail. She's into new stuff, and these cons are more so retro.
Yes.
Not exclusively. I don't want to do a disservice to the vendors there with new stuff, but
yeah. So usually the old stuff that I find that I like is like the old horror stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
House
I
of
didn't really
Secrets.
see much of that this time.
Yeah.
I mean, I found a good bit, but I mean, it was still fun looking and everything. I found a lot. Way more than I expected.
You did.
I'm
gonna time out you right there.
Wizzy, still a seat. Still a seat.
I hear you.
Wizzy, still his seat. Look, I can beat him. Look, get right here. Look. Aww, you're not gonna make her move, are you?
Jerks.
Aww,
So-
look at her.
So, but that is typically how these cons go. Is night before I tell Jessica, make your list, make sure your comics are up to date, all that. She goes, "What's the point? Why bother?" I'm like,
I knew I wasn't
"Jeez,
gonna.
I can't argue with that."
Yeah, I mean, I found some Spider-Gwens there. Spinnerack. Oh yeah, Spinnerack is always good for Spider-Gwen and Swamp Thing. I do need to buy some. Next time we see them, I'm buying their Swamp Things. But anyway, the Spider-Gwens they have, I already own. So, like, I either already own them or it's comics I'm not really interested in. But no, I know was it Epic Comic Show is when I bought some Swamp Things from them, or was it Cartersville?
No, it had to have been. It was Cartersville.
Cartersville. I can't remember. We've been to a few.
Sadly,
times,
they
so
weren't
I
at
don't
Epic
mix
Show.
up.
You found some House of Mysteries or something like that.
Yeah, but I found some Swamp Things there that time, and they had like, oh my gosh, like a bunch, like over 20 something. But I only got a couple, and it looked like they still had it. And I told him if they had them next time well, I told you last time at Cartersville Con, I was like, if they have it next time we see them, it's obviously meant to be that I gotta buy them. So next time if they have them, I'm buying them. I will look at my list and make sure first though.
Smart.
But yeah, other than that, I don't really look at my list because I know I'm not gonna buy anything from my list.
It's hard to be a hipster at these shows. I'll say that. But if you're into
Evie.
Sweetheart, we're making a movie, a production.
Ma'am.
If you're into the big ticket items, you're gonna find them at these shows. If it's a hot book, someone's gonna have it. That's the good thing about these cons.
And there's usually cool art and stuff too.
Cool
They
artists.
had a bunch of artists. They had
And arts and crafts.
and crafts. Yeah, they had I think it was called Galaxy Slime there. I wanted to play with the slime, but I didn't.
I didn't know what that was about, but hey,
it was
I'll
really
do
cool.
y'all.
I want some slime now. Anyway, Frankie Geek was there. Jason Flowers was there. There was a bunch of cool people there. There were charities there waiting to hear, which you'll see a clip of. Well, you've already seen a clip of that, which was really cool. Pops for Patients. I'm leaving a bunch of stuff out, but
Who
it
was
just
doing
really
Who was
cool.
doing the Stan Lee event, where you could donate money to try to get the autographed Stan Lee book? Who was
I
putting
think that was part of Waiting to Hear as well.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think that was part of them where we did it last Farley Con, where you got the Firestorm, yeah. So they were doing that again. You made a $10 donation. You got to pick a book, but you didn't know what the book was until you picked it. So
I hope they're doing
were
it in
doing that
August because
again.
I would love to
I know I
actually
want to do it again.
participate.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. If not, just pop it up on the screen. or something.
Maybe.
I'll look it up.
You put too much pressure on
If
me.
it wasn't them, I'm making him pop it up on the screen.
So
But anyway.
one thing I would like to fact check future me, because I don't have the business card with me anymore, but there was a very nice gentleman who let us film his booth. He was the one with the Batman reprint.
Was
the
it
Batgirl.
Banksy?
I don't think it was them. We never ran into them, did we?
No,
Or was
I
that someone
think
different?
You're thinking of KDS.
I'm sorry, there's a lot of acronyms.
I think it was B and C.
Then it might have been. It
B
might.
and C. I could be wrong. I could be getting the letters wrong. It was 2 letters.
Yeah,
Blank
there was
and
definitely a
blank.
B.
I think it was B and C.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
They gave me a business card. It's in my pants pocket, wherever
Yeah,
that is.
they had pops for $5.
Yeah, they had an amazing booth.
They had some cool toys. They had a Sora.
But we
No.
haven't really. Yeah, they had the Sora.
And they had a Pete.
We haven't really shown off their booth or mentioned them too much in the videos, but they run a booth at a flea market, antique mall kind of thing.
Yeah, near Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge, right? It's called
It's the Smokies.
Flea Market, something
Yeah.
like that. But yeah.
Haven't got to go to it, so we can't vouch for that, but their booth was really awesome. So if you
It
live
was.
in that part of Tennessee, maybe check it out. And
Yeah.
they said that they put on a convention.
Yeah.
But I don't
yeah.
remember the name of the convention. It started with a Y, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't remember either.
But they said they get
Very
the
sad,
American
yeah.
actors that dub for animes to come there.
Yeah. it's not
So, yeah, what they say, 9 years? This will be their 9th
You're
year?
gonna want to redo it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 years.
They
I
said this
think.
would be 9 years.
Something
So,
like that.
they said it was in Pigeon Forge, the con was.
Pigeon Forge. Okay, I knew it was Pigeon Forge.
At least the con. I don't know about
Yeah.
the antique mall, but we haven't really shouted them out. The guy seemed very nice.
He did, yeah. he did.
So,
We didn't buy anything from there, but we didn't even get to stop everywhere that I wanted.
no, we didn't even
but-
get to stop at Fantasy
I know.
Factory.
Oh, that's true. Fantasy Factory was there.
Yeah.
Epicos was there.
Epicos
I
was
just
there.
thought I'd say hi.
I don't know if we filmed their booth. We did, right? We filmed the wall.
I think so. I think I got some of it.
Man, we ran out of
I'm
time.
sorry.
Jeez.
Sorry to everyone I didn't get to film. I tried to swoop around.
We
and
tried to
get at
catch
least
the
a little bit of
names.
everything.
Bobcat. We didn't get to film Bobcat.
We didn't get to film Bobcat.
See, we try to catch a lot of the names. That way we can say, like, hey, they were there. Or they had a
Yeah.
cool booth.
Um,
But
there
sometimes
was
we-
someone who does like Pops photography.
Pops
That
photography,
looked
yeah.
really cool.
Yep.
That looked really cool.
Golly.
What else was there? There was just so much.
Maybe in
Yeah, we
August we
didn't
can
get
stay
to-
later.
Maybe.
'Cause my thing
every time
is-
we have something else.
We
after.
always have something else. Last Farley Con we had the same
yeah,
meetup going
yeah.
on. But I really enjoy these vendors, so I talk to them, and I'll spend an hour at a booth.
I know. That's why I wish
We don't have the time.
we could just. I don't know. It'd be nice to stay and talk to them longer and make sure we film every single booth. But it's so hard. There's so many booths, and
It's
I feel
very
like
hard.
more get added every time.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're basically at capacity for that thing. If Rocky moves to a bigger place ever,
Oh gosh, we definitely won't be able to get it.
I know, because we spent, I don't want to say we spent an hour at Rock City, but we might have spent an hour at Rock City.
Yeah.
I mean, we spent a long time over there.
Yeah.
And then we spent a good time over there with Tim going through his bin, because he's
Yeah.
got like 3 or 4
And
tables
why
worth
so
of stuff.
serious? And then we were talking to Shayna Dustin and Henry.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time talking over at Epicos. So that's our problem is we
Yeah.
want to make good episodes for you guys,
We
but we
do.
really enjoy these people, and for some
I
of them
know.
we only get to see them at cons.
I know. I'm sorry for the people that got left out.
I know.
She's just like looking around. Elizabeth said nostalgia junkie.
Honorary.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Okay.
My whole foot. But yeah, I'm sorry to everyone we didn't get to film. Or
Oh, but
talk
guess
to.
what? At least we showed up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Justin.
I wasn't gonna be that mean.
I
Justin,
went there.
if you notice, Justin is not here, and he was not in the clips.
Yeah, he wasn't there. Because he said, I don't care about these people anymore.
Us or them?
Everybody.
Yeah.
He's a jerk now. So, look, if you laugh, then
Okay, I won't laugh.
don't laugh. Justin's a jerk. And that's... Good job. We hope you guys enjoyed the footage. Per usual, double thumbs.
Oh, that's the food.
That is the food. We have to go eat.
Let me start one more time.
You're gonna break your
What are we
books.
saying?
We were wrapping it up because we've been blabbering on for a while. We feel bad that we didn't get to film a lot, but
Yeah.
the con was easily a huge success in
It
my
was.
opinion.
It was.
Can't wait to do it again in August.
Next time I want to buy more.
Jeez, girl, you got like 40 comics. I got 5. Come on now. Justin got 0.
26.
Hey, sweetie. Anyway, tell the people bye. Thanks again,
I
everyone who
got
let
33 comics and then the book thing.
which was like 5
Yeah.
in one.
If it's
kinda.
just a graphic novel, then it's
It's
fine.
like 5 in one. But alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you everyone who let us film their
Thank
booth.
you.
Thank you everyone, the volunteers, the organizations, and the vendors who helped Rocky turn it into a huge
Thank you,
success.
Rocky, for putting it on. Thank you for all the vendors.
Because I know
that
we do
showed up.
say thank you, Rocky, but I think even he would say
Yeah.
he
Thank
has
you
a
to everyone
huge
who helped
support
put it
team
on.
behind him.
Thank you to all the vendors that went there.
Thank you, doggies, for just choosing now to
I
rattle.
know. But anyway, yeah, everyone that was a part of it. All the vendors, arts and crafts, comics, charities.
Yeah, anyone who was involved. So,
We'll see you in August. We're ready.
then, and as long as nothing happens, Kusacon.
Yes.
Kusacon's
Yes.
next.
The 28th. Right.
Whatever that Saturday is.
Yep.
I don't know. Was it a
28th.
2-day show? Was it 27, 28?
I don't think so.
She's the facts checker. So
I'll check
I
it
just,
again,
I
but I
just
think it's
holler
one day.
stuff. All right. Well, we'll see you there. Without Justin, probably.
Maybe we'll just.
Justin,
Bye.
you know. You
Say
know.
bye, Wizzy. Say bye. Oh. Say bye. You were in the whole thing.
Retracts very quickly.
She's like, are you serious?
All right, you can go play, sweetheart.
Oh, you.